Alright friends, how you doing? It's Baltmatrix, and today we're looking at something big. This is the Oversized Studio Series Bumblebee figure that I purchased over at CerToys.com. Now, if you're interested in purchasing this figure, please head down to the description and follow the link there. Also, while you're down there, follow me over on Patreon.com. Your financial contribution monthly is going to enable me to keep doing these videos. So, this thing, how big is it? In vehicle mode, it's real big. Another good size comparison is the weird Power Core Bumblebee figure that was originally like $50, but then around Christmas you could get it for like 15 to 20. This is it in vehicle mode compared with our Oversized Studio Series Bumblebee. It's big. It's real big. And here's two universal scale figures, Quake and MP10 Prime. Before we get into the transformation, one thing we do need to take a look at is just the detailing on this thing. The actual silver pinstriping on the front of the hood and the sides is excellent, and we have colored in. I mean, look at that. Look, the windshield wipers are painted. The actual plastic for the windshields and the actual windows are clear. There is definite, I mean, these are the same mold or the same kind of style that the original 60s hubcaps were. And there's the pinstriping going all the way down the vehicle. They even colored in the handles. And the bumpers are colored. And the rear lights are colored. And everything that should have some color on it does. The painting on this figure is excellent in vehicle mode. I mean, heck, even the turn signals are colored on the tops. Now, if you have that original Studio Series Bumblebee figure, the transformation is exactly the same. We start off by just popping the back off the figure, grabbing the sides and opening them up a little bit, and then we can come to the top of the figure, pull the hood and the entire top of the figure off, and then literally just flip that back component up, and then flip out the sides. And doing so will actually free up the legs. So we come down to the back of the bumpers, flip those sections down, pull the little kneecaps out, and then turn everything around 360 degrees. Then we can extend the legs, and they will snap into place over the wheel wells, and then fold the bottoms down and get them situated so that they will peg into the backs of the legs. And sometimes I've forgotten how to do this. Oh, nope, I totally forgot. We actually have to fold them down, and they will peg in, and then we can slide these down and peg them into the backs of the legs and split the legs apart and stand this big boy up. Now, before we actually continue, the one thing I do want to show you is you do have to kind of snap the ankles into place, because if you don't, the figure's not going to stand up real well. Alright, now we're taking a look at the upper torso of the figure. To start off with, grab the arms that are underneath the body and unpeg them, fold them up, and then you can flip the entire shoulders down like that while folding out the wheels. So to do that better on this side, grab the wheel, fold it out, flip the arm out, fold the shoulder down, and peg the shoulders into place, or I should say into the chest. Straighten out the arms, fold the windows or doors out, then the doors will collapse like this. The rear window, will fold down, and then that'll fold in. And then we can get this whole section, car section, folded up and get it to peg into place behind the head like that. And that will bring the bumper down, fold the window in, fold the door in, and there we go. We got a big old Bumblebee. The scale of this big bee cannot be understated. And for a grand total of $15 from CerToys.com, you can't beat the price either. Now here is Power Charge Bumblebee and his face. Kind of looks lifeless, doesn't it? That's because you're supposed to spin the wheel and it gets lights and sounds. But here is the Oversized Bumblebee. This works a lot better. It's just painted better. Its colors are better. It's got more detail and definition. It just works better. And that is kind of the story here. It's the Studio Series figure, yes, but it's done way bigger and way, way better. Head is on a ball joint, and can look down that much and can look up that much. And that ball joint is, well, you could easily pop the figure's head off for a little gimmick that we'll talk about here in a second. Shoulders are on ball joints as well for plenty of motion. It also has up and down, like in and out movement. The elbow bends at over 90 degrees, and it does have a swivel, though the swivel is very tight. And the hands do open and close, and the individual fingers have some articulation to them, which is nice. There is a torso swivel for the transformation. Legs can kick forward that much on nice tight ratchets, and can kick back that much. It's kind of stymied by the kibble, and then can kick out at 90 degrees, though, as you can see, the actual hinge is not that tight. Knees bend at 90 degrees, not a ratchet joint, even though it looks like it, and then there is ankle articulation forward and back, and side to side. Looks like he's been watching some Siege video reviews. Now, since the figure is highly posable, you can get tons of poses out of the figure. However, I have a little bit of a problem. He falls over way too much. The top heaviness of the figure is an issue, specifically with mine, I believe. That's because I believe the ankles for forward and back are just way too loose. I could probably fix that with a little bit of floor polish or floor polish remover. Yeah, floor polish. So just something to be aware of. If you do pick up this figure, go buy yourself an extra $4 worth of floor polish so you can tighten up some of these joints. Now, Super B does come with a sword that is really nicely painted. I mean, really nicely painted. It's even got the Cybertronian that is right up there on the blade, and that can be attached on either arm. Doesn't matter which. He also comes with this Gatling gun attachment, which again, pretty well painted. Not perfect, but pretty darn well. And to attach that, you grab one of the forearms and simply just pull it off. The forearms come off nice and easily. No grunting or groaning here. And then just plug it on. There you go. Now he's got a gun for an arm. And last but not least, we have an extra head. And that is simply come here, pop off the ball joint, and grab your other extra head. That is not a head. That is an arm. And pop it on. Though this battle mask is really hard to get on. So what I normally end up having to do is just grab a small screwdriver, loosen that screw a little bit, put it on, and then tighten the screw up. But still, that battle mask is really good. Overall, this oversized Bumblebee is a damn good figure. Worlds better than the standard Studio Series figure. It's large, it's in charge, it's fun, it holds together in all of its modes well. It's just a vast improvement over what we got in the Studio Series. So if you can, go down to the description and follow the link to sirtoys.com to pick this figure up. Again, it's $15. Seriously, that's cheaper than the Studio Series figure. If you were a Bumblebee fan, you would be a dummy to pass this figure up. I'm serious. It's that good. So folks, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this figure on my Patreon comments section, and please be sure to continue to like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.